I'm in Salad, and I saw Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the film. It is directed by Akiva Schaffer from The Lonely Island, and it also stars John Mulaney and Andy Samberg. I gotta say, as someone who's never watched Chip and Dale, it's just like, okay, this on first look it appears to be similar to Alvin and the Chipmunks, but better. And I've seen a lot of Alvin and the Chipmunks, and Chip and Dale is so much easier to say than Alvin and the Chipmunks. That, first of all, superior name. Second of all, the Alvin movies is what I'm gonna call them, is kind of, they're okay. They're not memorable. I've only seen the movies, the live-action movies. There's a cartoon. I haven't heard that. I don't like the Christmas song that they're in, the super high-pitched voice one. I don't like that at all. The reason why I immediately am like, okay, Chip and Dale, better than Alvin and the Chipmunks, because their voices aren't high-pitched. Alvin and the Chipmunks, those movies, their voice is annoying. It's super annoying. It goes for the entire time. Why would I want to watch this? And the premise is, it's whatever, you know? So anyway, back to Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the movie. It just came out recently, and I gotta say, it looks good. On first watching, I'm just noticing the animation, and it's 3D, and it's obvious to me that it's 3D, especially with the 2D animation character. To me, I could be wrong about what program they use, but it looks like they used Blender and then had like some 2D animation overlay over it. Like the texturing of the 3D model is 2D, is drawn specifically in a 2D way. It's just the way that the characters move, the animated characters move, is how you can tell by that. It's very rigid. The movie starts establishing Chip and Dale. Where did they meet? How did they meet? Well, they met really young, and then they went on this TV show, and then whenever Dale got his TV show, that's when they broke apart, and they're like, we're gonna be different paths, okay? No more of that stuff. You're not my brother anymore. So they all grow up. You got Dale. He's the Hawaiian shirt guy. Yeah, he's the Hawaiian shirt guy. Dale is he's kind of meeting up with fans. It's being a celebrity, doing celebrity things. And you got Chip. And just by the way that his name is, I wouldn't imagine him to look like a Chip now, because he looks old, but he's also good at insurance. That's what he did, insurance, and so he makes lots of money, because that's what you do in insurance, I guess. But yeah, he's having a normal life, and he kind of doesn't like Dale that much for abandoning him, and Chip has his chip on his shoulder. So whenever Dale comes to him, is like, hey, guy, we gotta reunite. Chip's like, man, I don't like you that much. Come on, like, why do you gotta be back? Like, do you not know what damage you caused to me? And Dale's like, no, I actually don't. I thought you forgot about that. It's like, come on, Dale. All right, Dale. Here's lesson 1 in human interactions, okay? Coming from an autistic woman. First of all, you want to leave every impression to be good, so they don't have like some sort of grudge against you. So even if you forget about it, there's not some like loose ends out there just stringing about. Someone has a huge grudge against you. Also, the reason that they're there, gotta say, they meet up with a friend. Hey, guy, friends that are connecting the two together. y'all should meet each other. And look, mutual friend is now gone. He's been kidnapped, and now Chip and Dale have to work with each other. And they don't really like each other that much. Well, Chip doesn't like Dale. Dale's just like, let's just work together. Come on, man, let's just be bros. After their friend gets kidnapped, and they have to work together, they learn about this plan, this bootlegging plan. There's a bunch of bootleggers out there. They're doing all the bootlegging, and they're stealing people. And by people, I mean these animations. And it's very impressive. Throughout the movie, there's just a lot of animated characters. And this is Disney Plus. So they have the power, they have the rights, they have the money to use all of these characters. And it's like one big festival of just so many animated characters. And I really like how they, the plot. So the plot is, there's this guy, he's stealing a bunch of toys. And then Chip and Dale have to go after these toys. And along the way, they're going through this like maze thing. Like there's this one specific laser show that I remember. And they're trying to avoid getting lasered because the only reason that they're getting lasered in the first place, they're in this lab. They're investigating this bootlegging situation. In this lab, they find this machine that modifies cartoons. And then they're so dumb. Like, I literally vocalized, man, they're so dumb because so many mistakes happen. You got Dale turned on the light, then Dale stepped on a button to start the system, and then alarms went off, and then the female cop that was there with them, the super big fan, she's locked out. And then you get Chip and Dale, they run towards her, and then they fall into the machine. And it's like, so go around it. Go around the machine. You wouldn't have caught her. Anyway, your mission is here. Just stay there. Be good, okay? So yeah, they're avoiding these robotic arms, trying to copy them. Dale gets caught in one. Chip has to get him out. But Chip has ear modification. It's very annoying. And it's like, oh boy, this must suck for the animators, because now they have to animate a free object, and they have to, like, drag it. It's just more work for the animators. But it's also, like, a cool idea. I like it. And so they get through the thing, and it's funny. Chip's like, oh, Dale, you were reckless, okay? And Dale has nothing, like no scratch on him, no changed body part at all on him, but Dale does. Chip does. Chip has a modified body part. And it's like, haha, it sucks for you, guy. Well, anyway, he starts to lighten up as they're trying to find this guy. They also found that their friend was bootlegged. He's been bootlegged, and they're just very big sad about it, and then they're having a cry. They're crying outside, boo-hoo, no, our friend's gone, whatever shall we do? No, this is so sad. And they're like arguing, right? Because this always happens in movies. You get estranged friend, then you get estranged friend does thing, and they're having a holly jolly dandy time, then something goes wrong, and then they argue with each other. I mean, it's not just a movie thing, it's kind of like a life thing. So Chip and Dale are kind of chilling. They're so sad. Oh no, our friend is gone, distraught. But they're also being like, being followed by these guys, right? The guys who are actually running the bootlegging business, because, you know, the device that they fell into and they're snooping around and getting information on that device, well, the guy knows, oh boy, now these people are after him. He's trying to capture the guys so they never tell anyone else about their bootlegging business. And that just seems like, that just gives them more of an incentive to tell people about their bootlegging business. If you're going to be scary and chase after me, hell yeah, I'm telling everyone. Maybe persuade me with millions of dollars. Maybe I'll change my decision. But anyway, you got this fat Peter Parker. You got this fat Peter Pan with what I assume is the Coca-Cola polar bear and some other guy, and they're just kind of hanging out. Also, forgot to mention, the other guy, his face is like Skyrim. He's from the Uncanny Valley. Because the Uncanny Valley is a bunch of characters that don't look quite right, but they're realistic. And I actually liked these jokes. There's a lot of like referential jokes. Some of them I was like, I don't quite get. Some of them were like, oh, that's funny. And some of them were like, okay, well, didn't hit with me. You got these Sweet Pete, that's his name. Sweet Pete, Peter Pan, old fat Peter Pan chasing these guys. This part's a little bit blurry for me, but I also remember there's this really big-eared girl. I assume she's a mouse. She helps Chip and Dale by flying this plane to help their friend and everyone else that's been bootlegged. So they go there, and it's quite funny because, oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, when they get captured, what is it? Chip and the policewoman get captured by Sweet Pete, and then Dale goes to them, but how he goes to them is they give him a call. The people were kidnapped, they give him a call. Then the cop's like, hey, go watch this episode. And of course, being super self-interested, you got Dale watching the episode, and then he like strings apart some like thoughts together, but they're connected by like a word, and towards the end it's like, okay, well this is a jump in logic. Oh, you went from like, oh, these two, this guy, what is he doing? He's the captured, and I gotta save him, and I know exactly where they're at. There he goes, vroom, adios, and this is where he meets the mouse girl. And once they escape, once they mouse girl it up, once they release everyone, and then Sweet Pete is jailed. And also, Chip and Dale are now friends. And everyone's handy dandy, happy fun time, good job, amazing. And I gotta say, this movie was okay. I mean, by okay, I mean I liked some of the animation. Some of the animation was like off to me in terms of personal preference, but other animation was like, oh wow, that's actually really well animated. Especially the 2D animation parts, they did really good with that. It kind of like reminded me like somewhat of The Amazing World of Gumball and how they mix and match styles within the universe. I was like, I like that. As an introduction to Chip and Dale, I don't know what the original is about at all. I know they were in a show. This is basically the drama around the shows. This is them as adults dealing with adult problems. Their friend is kidnapped. This is actually like a much darker tone because I hadn't mentioned, but they got the cheese. There's cheese. You can be addicted to stinky cheese. There's some stinky cheese dealers that they gotta go to, which is how they originally find out about Pete's like snooping on them, like, oh, invite you, and then boom, that was a bad mistake. They're snooping around. That's not good. It's cheesy. The characters are dumb, but they're still lovable. Like, I still want to pet Dale. Not so much Chip. Chip seems like he'd hit me if I tried to pet him. And I gotta give this movie 6.5 out of 10. I mean, personally, it's not one of my favorites, but it's for somebody else. And if you liked that content, I have more content on our Patreon at patreon.com/ASEpresents. You get $3 a month for some ASE daily vlogs, including some extended Mint Salad Saw content. What? Also, for $20 a month, you can request a movie review. After I do all of these Marvel movies, this is an exception because Chip and Dale came out recently. After I do the Marvel movies, then I'll do the reviews. So line them up. I'll watch all the movies. I should probably mention that all these movies that I'm watching are all the movies that I've seen. I mean, I've seen a couple of movies before this, but not many. I'm not really a movie watcher, or at least not until I started Mint Salad Saw. So give me some movie requests and I'll watch them. I have not heard of many movies, so yeah, go to patreon.com/ASEpresents. Also, I should mention, June 24th, 26th, Too Many Games. I will be there, so hit me up on my Twitter or Instagram. It's Mint Salad if you're going to be there. Until next time on Mint Salad Saw, I'll see y'all later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.